Hey, it's Patrick from the Rendezvous Point, standing in front of my now familiar shoe closet. And this morning, or today, we're going to dig in and we're going to take a look at the Skechers GOMebSpeed2. These are a racing flat, which really means that they're just very lightweight, that they have a little bit of additional spring to them. Just note that if you can see, it looks like a carbon fiber kind of plate. It's actually just a plastic shank that's inserted to give the shoe a little bit more pop as you run. And I can say that although it doesn't feel particularly springy, what it did do for me in my last marathon was just help me really propel forward, especially in the latter stages of the race. Just feeling like I could carry on, even though my legs were heavy and they were tired. They just continued to move on at a good stride turnover rate. So I attribute that to the pop in the shank. These are a 4mm drop shoe. These are based off of a design and preference specification by Meb Keflezighi, USA top marathoner and winner of this year's Boston Marathon. One of the things I love about Meb, besides the fact that he's an inspirational kind of guy, great family story, is that he is pushing 40, which I wish I could say I still was, but just gives hope to all of us who are entering Masters territory or in Masters territory. This is the black and gold colorway, the New York colorway. I don't know if you can see in there, but it says limited edition, which is very cool. So these are they're a snazzy looking shoe. They are not particularly wide in the forefoot. That's for two reasons. One is that racing flats tend to fit a little narrower because you want the shoe to move really closely with you, but also because Meb, who was part of this design process, has a bit of a narrow foot. So that attributes to the design. And you can see for me, I had to, in order to get a really good feel, because I'm used to shoes with a wider toe box, I had to just kind of skip that first set of eyelets and not crisscross there. I did the same with my Go Run Ultras, and it worked really well for me. As I say, I've run probably in the ballpark now of 160 kilometers. So what is that, 80 miles? 100 miles in these shoes. Including one marathon, my Boston qualifier. I really like these shoes. They have enough give, they have enough room to feel comfortable without feeling sloppy. The tongue is really kind of thin, almost, I won't say paper thin, but how about Go Bionic thin? The laces, while cool and sort of decorative, I didn't really like as much as sort of a standard lace. They're not as elastic, so they felt a little more like dress laces, but they did the trick. And again, in terms of holding my foot snugly into the shoe and cradling it, it was great. They're printed overlays, so you just don't feel a lot on top. There's no stitching to have to deal with. The insole is fixed in there, so it's not removable, so you can't monkey around with it, which is okay. It worked for me, but I just tend to monkey around with my insoles. You can see the Go Impulse sensors. Those are the hard rubber points, and then the rest is a Resolite. Just really great performing shoe. I don't know that I can say much else that would disparage it, and I think if you are at all considering a racing flat for speed work, for races, I had no problem running in these for a marathon, and certainly anything shorter. I also got PB in the 10K in these. So these are great shoes. I would highly recommend them. I know that the GOMebSpeed2 is actually coming out later on this year. That's what Meb wore to win at Boston this April. But get your hands on these shoes if you can. All right, thanks for watching, and if you want to find out more, please check out the blog at rendezvous.blogspot.com. Thanks a lot.